European leaders tonight paved the way for Brussels to block shipments of vaccines to Britain, but warned Commission President Ursula von der Leyen she risks triggering a global trade war that would be detrimental to the EU's supplies. During crisis talks over the bloc's vaccines fiasco, the top Eurocrat received the backing of member states to make a grab for Europe's fair share of vaccines. The German singled out UK-based AstraZeneca as she vowed to go after firms not delivering enough doses to EU nations. Mrs. von der Leyen told a Brussels news conference, companies have to honor their contract to the European Union before they export to other regions in the world. And this is, of course, the case with AstraZeneca. She insisted the Anglo-Swedish firm would have to play catch up before it is allowed to export doses outside of the bloc. And Mrs. von der Leyen hinted that Britain could fall foul of her draconian mechanism because we haven't exported any doses to the bloc. I have no knowledge so far of UK exports, she said. Perhaps I'm mistaken and waiting for their transparency, and the same goes for regions in the world. Her threat comes despite Downing Street and Brussels having entered into negotiations about a possible vaccine-sharing deal. But European leaders urged the EC president to proceed with caution amid fears her export ban could wreck vital supply chains. Dutch Premier Mark Rutte warned that production of the Pfizer jab in Belgium would grind to a halt because it is reliant on ingredients made in Britain. We should not do stuff that leaves us with not more but less vaccines, he told reporters. He added that the dispute with the UK over AstraZeneca can be resolved in the spirit of win-win. In German Chancellor Angela Merkel insisted that there is no desire to disturb the global supply chain. She added, we've agreed with the Commission that if companies don't fulfill their contracts, export restrictions will of course be more likely than when companies do fulfill their contracts with the EU. Even French President Emmanuel Macron said the EU would have been wrong to block exports by companies fulfilling their contracts with the bloc. The hardliner said only those that do not respect delivery schedules should be targeted. Belgian PM Alexander De Croo said the first signs are rather positive that the EU and UK can reach a deal over vaccines. In a phone call last week, Mr. De Croo said he told Boris Johnson that a cross-channel pact would be logical to ensure the free circulation of COVID jabs. Mrs. von der Leyen earlier told leaders the EU has exported million jabs to the UK since the start of the year, 20 meters of them Pfizer and a million AstraZeneca. But critics of her plan to blockade jabs helped to water it down throughout a day of agonizing talks via video call. Ireland, the Netherlands, Denmark, Belgium, Sweden, and Spain all came out against the export ban. Germany has also withdrew its support over fears of sparking a vaccine war with Britain. Pfizer earlier warned against the EU slapping a ban on vaccine exports, saying it would be lose-lose. Sabine Bruckner, the firm's chief in Switzerland, told a Zurich news conference, "We have observed these recent developments with concern. Our executive leadership has been in direct contact with the European Union. Our position has been laid out, we are very critical, we can't support it at all. Should it really come to export restrictions, that would be a lose-lose situation for everyone, also for the members of the European Union." Quote,